stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He wants to change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Handoff to the lone back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous of a catch that was? That was unbelievable. The receiver just sticks his paw out, snags the ball. That is incredible hand strength.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Johnson looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Release to the back. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Running inside. It's Hatcher. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Looking for space. It's Hayden. Maybe a creep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Kansas State, 0.
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, to get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back.
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, first and 10. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Complete to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out.
Kansas City, 0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets rid of it. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The run inside. It's Hatcher. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Snags it over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Plows through the defense. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
A designed run for the quarterback. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. To the air. It's Nolan. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the score.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 and 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
Memphis picking up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 82, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
At the 20-yard line. Brings up right second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Mountaineers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Finding open areas. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they can do it with ease.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Nolan. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on. But they needed more pass rush early in this game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Johnson looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kansas State pushing the pace. The offense changing the play.
Sweep.
He'll throw on third down. Right on the money. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy kick.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just...
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. It's complete to the right. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Nolan. With the catch, it's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He uncorks one deep. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Timeout, Memphis. Number 82, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
34,
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Nolan. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's White.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Jackson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to run it. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Here's a little room there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Third and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Johnson wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 2nd and goal for this offense. On the move. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.